2004. I'm a young 9-year-old boy. It is the last day of school. I am very excited to get out early. My dad was a newspaper carrier for the local paper, the Sheboygan Press. Generally, when he would pick me up from school, I would help him finish his paper route for the day. It was great bonding between my father and I. However, because it was a big day and I was finishing the third grade, I was very surprised and happy to find out that there were no more papers in the car because my dad had finished. He said the papers got in early. You got nothing to worry about on your last day of school. Where do you want to go for dinner, buddy? For the first and only time in my life, I, for some reason, chose Applebee's. So we go to Applebee's. I'm sitting there with my father. I'm looking at my Kenny the Shark children's menu, and my dad taps me. He goes, "Son, you're never going to believe it." And I said, "What, Dad?" He goes, "Look at the bar." And I look over at the bar, and I see two gentlemen, one wearing a very, very distinguished, beautiful-looking WWE black coat. And I look, and I go, "Dad, there's no way. There's got to be thousands of those out there." He goes, "Son, that's your favorite wrestler." And I said, "No way." So he goes, "Tony, take your menu and take a crayon and ask for an autograph." So I do. I stroll over there, and it must have been an agent. It honestly could have maybe been Dean Malenko at the time, but this 9-year-old didn't know wrestlers other than who he saw on the screen. So I go up and I say, "Mr. Benoit, you're my favorite wrestler. Can I have your autograph?" And he goes, "Absolutely." And he was very, very kind to me, and he gave me a blue crayon autograph on a Kenny the Shark Applebee's menu. I said, "Thank you." I went over, I ate my dinner, and it was the happiest day of my life.
For us, the wrestling fan, we know Chris Benoit as the wrestler, but it is a fucking nut story to be like, I got an autograph from a mass murderer, which is essentially what you did. Mass? 3? Is 3 mass? That sounds good enough for me. A murderer on a shark menu with a crayon. Your favorite wrestler. Of course, at the time, listen, he was everyone's favorite wrestler. Everybody loved him. He hung out at the local Applebee's all the time. We all knew that. But now in hindsight, as an older gentleman, you have that collection of autographs, which includes that of a murderer. It's so nuts to think about. 25 years ago or whatever that was, what a moment for you. Graduating third grade, didn't think you could do it, but you did it. Dad takes you out to eat, don't even have to do any work. And at the local Sheboygan Applebee's is none other than a professional wrestler. Again, I never saw any wrestlers eat at any restaurants that I ever went to as a child. How come they never were at my restaurants? How come they were never at my Applebee's? Unbelievable. That's a story you've got forever. It was great when it happened, and now it's even crazier now. 2 different sides of one story. I wonder what a Chris Benoit autograph in crayon is worth. Maybe something to ask the boys over at the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. While you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.